Welcome to the Mystic Access Podcast, where the magic is in learning.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of the Mystic Access Podcast. I'm Chris.
I'm Kim.
And I'm Lisa.
And we have some exciting things to talk about. One of the first things that I wanted to talk about is our new redesigned shop page. Kim and I have been hard at work, and some people may have noticed it. But those checkboxes that were on the website where you could sort by category, those are officially gone. They have been delegated into the trash bin, so we no longer have those. What we do have is a nice category listing at the top of the shop page, and we also have all the products underneath, so you can go by category, you can go by product. Another interesting thing that we have on the shop page is a combo box that allows you to view the number of products that you would like to view. By default it is set to 12, and if you do what I did the other day, which is set it to all, it will show all 50 whatever products we have, but the shop page will take forever to load. So the suggestion is, or the caveat is, if you feel you want to show all of those products on that shop page, it's going to be a couple seconds for it to load the page. So, but it just gives you an idea that you can do that. I think it's 10, 25, 50, and all are your choices.
Yeah, it's very interesting because we wanted to make it a little cleaner and a little more intuitive and a little easier to use. So we changed some things up. There's a nice list on the page of different things that you could do in order to shop, in order to find different ways to shop. There used to be a separate search box on the shop page, for instance, to search, and that's gone. We'll talk more about the search box in a minute because I know Chris and I are both extraordinarily proud of it. The other thing that we did is you can sort by popularity, you can alphabetize, you can sort in a few different ways with another combo box that is above the number of products combo box, and it's all explained on the page. But the other thing that we just implemented, and this may be modified just slightly, is right above the list of categories we have a list of our featured products. So if you want to know kind of what we think is most special or important or interesting right now, you can check that out and see what we have featured, and it's a heading just above that categories list. So we're really happy with it, we're really excited about it, and we really hope you guys find it far easier to use and far more intuitive to shop with us from our shop page.
And if we switch back to search for a second, on the free downloads page, there was also a separate search box for free downloads that has also been removed. And the reason why we removed those two search boxes, one, it was confusing to the customers that there was a search box at the top of the page, and then on the downloads page and the shop page there were two separate searches. The downloads page, we didn't have a choice until recently because the downloads wouldn't show up in a main site-wide search. Now they do. Once we did that, we got rid of that search box. The search box at the top of the page is more intuitive. When you do a search, it does a much better job at giving the user what the user wants.
Yeah, we're very happy with it. We're very happy with how it's currently working. We're just really pleased with the few little tweaks that we've made to the site recently. Sometimes a little tweak can make a huge difference in your ease of use and your accessibility in terms of being able to intuitively find what you want. So we hope you like these changes. We hope they're easier to follow. I mentioned a moment ago that I made a little list on the shop page of instructions, and there's the same type of list now on the free downloads page too. So it hopefully makes it a little easier for you to find things. There's at least one more change I want to tweak as in terms of a heading level on the downloads page. I'll get to that next week, and it'll just make things just even that much easier to easily find what you're looking for. I'm going to change the level of one of the headings. So we're just trying to make things easier. You may remember from a previous episode, we've also put a new player on the site. It's not for podcasts, but it's for everything else that we stream. Free downloads that are streamable, product samples, things like that. And it's a new accessible player. You can speed it up, you can slow it down. It's just a very nice little player that makes things far, I think, easier and more fun to utilize as a screen reader user.
It even has hotkeys. If you
Yes.
go into the
Preferences.
preferences, you can see what hotkeys there are, and I think it's like Alt Control P or something will start the playback from anywhere on the page that that player is. Don't quote me on that, but I believe that that's what it is, and it also says that some of those keystrokes may interfere with your computer. So if you have Alt Control P launching a Windows program, for example, or a shortcut, then that will obviously take precedence over the player.
Speaking of things that may not behave well, just to go back briefly to the combo box on the shop page that allows you to pick your number of products. If you are a Chrome user, that's not going to behave as well. It will actually change when you arrow through that combo box, but you won't know what it's set on. So
Yeah,
it's
it
just
doesn't wanna
something to
read too
note.
well.
It's
Yeah.
not behaving very well in Chrome, and that is mentioned on the page. So if you're a Chrome user, that's just something to note. But I think it's set on 10 or 12 by default, which is plenty. I mean,
That's plenty, yeah.
yeah, you've got pagination right under it, so you should be able to move through very easily and find what you need. We have a couple of follow-up tips that we'd like to share from our last podcast. And last time, Chris did a demo of Instacart, and we have a little extra tip to share with you about that.
Basically, what you can do when you run out of something, or if you think of something you'd like to get, you can add it to your cart and it will stay there. Now, I don't know if it stays forever, and there is kind of a caveat, and that is that you will get little naggy emails from Instacart about, I don't know, once a week. You know, go ahead and place your delivery from whatever store. So that is something to keep in mind, but I thought it was kind of a nice way to keep track of things that I wanted to reorder through Instacart. The other thing is something that is a relatively new feature, but
And
we
notice
wanted
I
to
used the word follow-up tip when I was saying it, so that may give you a teeny clue.
Exactly. This is a tip for use with the Amazon Echo. So now, to quote from Dot to Dot podcast, or to use their term, you can say, for example, "Hey lady, what time is it?" And then you can say, "What is the weather?" You don't have to say her name again. You do need to enable this. You need to go into the app, or I'm assuming onto the website
Oh
as
yes,
well.
you can do alexa.amazon.com too. Yep.
Yeah. And then you go into settings and into your device, and you flick quite a lot, or explore by touch till you get near the bottom of the screen. And there's a checkbox, and you will then use that to enable follow-up mode. I found that the hardest part of this whole process is remembering that I do indeed have follow-up mode enabled, and I don't have to repeat her name. But it's a nice feature, especially if you want to do a few tasks kind of rapid fire, one after the other.
I agree. It really is a time saver. What I like about it is the fact that once it's on, you don't have to worry about it. You can just continue to ask multiple questions or say multiple things for a while until she stops. So you can do that and enjoy that. The one thing I've had an issue with, though, is if you're a Sonos user and you're trying to do this, and especially if you have music playing, I've found that sometimes she will lose her mind, and when you try and cancel out of it, your music will stop. That can be a little weird and unhappy for me, but it's worked great on my other devices. And speaking of which, it's important to remember that when you go into devices to enable follow-up mode, you have to do it per device. So if you're like Chris and have 15 or 20 different Amazon products, you're going to be in there a while.
I don't have 15 or 20. I have 30. No, I'm just kidding.
He's got a lot. He's got more than he can count on two hands. We're pretty sure of that.
Speaking of kind of fun little Amazon Echo things, I have a Google Home in my kitchen. And when I plugged it in, when I first got, or the Google Home Mini, actually, I have it in my kitchen. And when I first got it, I put it on the windowsill because that was the only place that I could make sure that it didn't get anything spilled on it or whatever. And I thought, I need a different solution, because once springtime comes around and the window is open, if there's a hard rain, then my Google Home Mini will be drowned. One thing that I was looking for was a kind of a speaker stand for the Google Home Mini, and what I found was a really neat concept. And they have this for the Echo Dot and the Google Home Mini. Basically, it's a little speaker stand where the device sits vertically in this speaker stand. So for those that don't know what the Dot or the Google Home look like, they're kind of like a little hockey puck. And the device will stand vertically in this speaker stand, and you use a really, really tiny USB cable to connect the Dot or the Google Home Mini to this speaker stand. But the really cool thing about the speaker stand is it literally plugs directly into your outlet. So now your Google Home Mini or your Dot are hanging off of your outlet, and the cord is out of the way. So if you want it in your kitchen and you have an outlet that's available to you, you can put it there. If you have an outlet in your living room, some of the reviews rated these things bad because of their outlet placements. Like this one person goes, this is 1 out of 5 stars or whatever because my outlet is behind a chair. Well, that's not the fault of the thing, it's the fault of where your outlet is. And they couldn't see their Echo Dot or their Google Home. But I just thought it was a really, really cool concept. And if you were to get one of these little guys, you have to make sure that you get the one specifically for your either Google Home Mini or your Dot, because one won't fit into the other. I tried to put my Dot into my Google Home Mini one, and it's this, nope, it won't fit. So you got to make sure that you get the right one. It's a really neat concept, though.
And Chris can put links to those into the show notes so you can get an idea of what works with what from his personal experience of having used both. So it'll give you a better idea. But I'm excited to have one of these in my kitchen because I have very limited outlet space. And as like most people who use the kitchen, I have a lot of appliances. So it will be nice to not take up the entire outlet and not have it sitting on my countertop either, but yet still be able to have it nicely snug in the kitchen out of my way. We have 2 demos for you. Well, one's a half of a demo because you heard it last time. We're going to continue with the site tour for Mystic Access that we began in the last episode. But first, Lisa has a cool new toy that is pretty fascinating, and she shared a demo with us, and we'll let her tell you a little more about that.
I do. I first heard about this through CSUN coverage last year. I believe that was my first intro to it, maybe a little earlier. And this is a keyboard that you literally wear on your hand, and you can type using a variety of platforms. So before I give it all away, let's just go straight to the demo. I'm here to tell you today about an ingenious solution for entering text. This is a piece of equipment which I've heard referred to as a tap keyboard or a tap strap. Basically, it is connected via Bluetooth to either your iOS device, Android, Windows, or Mac. I'll describe it in a little bit more detail shortly, but essentially it looks like a set of rings that you wear, one each on the fingers of your dominant hand. Then the motion of your fingers is registered, and using a special tap alphabet, you can enter text on any of the platforms I just mentioned. I heard about this technology as a result of interviews with the developers. It is not marketed specifically for blind people, but they are aware that blind people could comprise a large share of its users, and they are taking steps to make it usable by blind people. I thought it sounded like something I would be very glad to have. Its small size made it easier to deal with than a keyboard. Also, in many places where I sit, my feet don't touch the floor. So, trying to balance a keyboard on my lap was a little tricky. I had to not only balance it, but type. With the tap keyboard, you wear it, and you can then type on any solid surface.
and I thought that this would be easier and that it would also be less likely that the device would drop to the floor and possibly break. The tap strap or tap keyboard comes in a sturdy plastic case. It has a micro USB port on one end that you use to charge the case, and you charge the tap by placing it in the case. This case, like some others, the AirPods come to mind, is integral to the use of the device. In other words, you can't really charge it without the case. And so I almost feel the need to protect the case. It seems to be made of that kind of plastic which, if it fell on concrete or on a tile floor, could crack or shatter. So I found a cloth, kind of long, narrow little drawstring bag to put the case in just to protect it. And that sounds a little silly, to protect the case, but to me it kind of felt necessary. I carry this in my bag, and so things could fall out, and I just felt the need to protect it a bit. The case is roughly about 7 inches long, and when you open it up, there are 5 pegs inside, and they correspond to the 5 rings of the tap. It's very obvious which one goes on your thumb because it is the largest by far of the rings. There's also mouse functionality built in. It's not something I don't think that we would use, but it would certainly be of interest to sighted people. The rings are a combination of metal and plastic, and they do adjust to fit your fingers. You do need to get the correct tap strap for your hand size, and you need to measure your hand across the width. And you can find all those specifics at the TAP website, which is www.tapwithus.com. In between each of the rings and at the bottom of the rings is what sort of feels like a shoelace kind of material connecting it all together. On top of each of the rings is a flat surface. The rings feel vaguely like the shape of a class ring, if that means anything to you. And I've been told that when I'm wearing these, it looks a bit like I'm wearing brass knuckles. On top of the thumb ring is a small indented button, and when you press that, it vibrates once, and that turns tap on and off. You don't need to hold it, just press it. The hardest thing for me, and the longest part of the entire process, has been learning the tap alphabet. Because you are only typing with one hand, all the letters and letter combinations, as well as punctuation and numbers, need to be handled by one hand. And so learning these does take some time. I don't really know if I am the exception or the rule, but I found for me that it has taken about a week to learn all the letters, a second week to become comfortable, and it will probably take me another week or 2 to gain proficiency. The people at TAP have made some great strides in helping people learn the TAP alphabet. And there are some apps that you will need, especially if you're using this on iOS. Apparently, they are not yet available for Android, but they are coming. And there are also clips of the various tutorial lessons on YouTube, although personally I found it very handy to have everything in one app. So the apps that VoiceOver users can use and need to use are Tap Manager, which allows you to pair and update your Tap keyboard, and Tap Aloud, which is the VoiceOver specific app. First, what I would like to do is play you one of the lessons. This is kind of in the middle of the series, but it gives you an idea of how the alphabet is taught. I thought this one was particularly fun and wanted to share it with you. I'm now on the Tap Aloud app, and I'm going to double tap to open it.
Tap Aloud. Tap. Instructions.
These are basic instructions for using the app.
Lessons.
That's where you find the lessons.
Invert colors.
And the final option is invert colors. I'm going to go back to lessons.
Lessons. Lessons menu. Lessons menu. Back. AEIOU. Button. NTLS. Button. DMZ. Button. KB. HCBJR. Button.
So this lesson will talk about the letters H, C, V, J, and R, and you'll hear a spoken tutorial and then a little song that will help you remember. Double
Lesson
tap.
5. HCBJR. Finger trick. One finger up.
That's just a tip about how to type the actual letters.
Tutorial. Button. Practice. Button. Level 1. Button. Level 2. Button. Level 3. Button.
So after the tutorial, there's practice, and practice is generally with those letters only, and then the levels incorporate those letters along with information you've already learned. So let's go back to the tutorial.
Level left tutorial. Button. Select. Pause. Button.
H, C, V, J, R. Help, Chihuahuas, vault, judgmental, robots. One finger up. This means that you tap 4 fingers and keep only 1 finger up. Tap all your fingers except for finger 1 for H. All your fingers except for finger 2 for C. All your fingers except for finger 3 for V. All your fingers except for finger 4 for J. And all your fingers except for finger 5 for R. Another way to think of this is tap fingers 2, 3, 4, and 5 for H. Fingers 1, 3, 4, and 5 for C. Fingers 1, 2, 4, and 5 for V. Fingers 1, 2, 3, and 5 for J. And fingers 1, 2, 3, and 4 for R. H, C, V, J, R. One finger up. When you help chihuahuas vault judgmental robots, you hoist them little doggies one by one. One tiny little push to each chihuahua tush, and their chihuahua journey has begun. Help chihuahuas vault judgmental robots. Help chihuahuas vault judgmental robots. Help chihuahuas vault judgmental robots, and your daily good deed is done.
Tutorial completed.
That one cracks me up. That is, to my way of thinking, the best of the bunch, and so I wanted to share it. Ironically, those particular ones, at least to me, are some of the hardest to type just because of the finger combinations. Not so much remembering them, but actually performing them. And that's an interesting thing too. Let's say that you're typing the letter V. It's fingers 1, 2, 4, and 5 down, and finger 3 is up. But at least for me, I found I had to think about that. I had to get all that in my head, because you can't just tap finger 1, 2, 4, and 5 down and then even just tap them again, because once you tap those, you're tapping other letters. So you really do have to think before you move. This keyboard, or rather this alphabet, is not for the faint of heart. It does take some learning. I really do think, though, that the longer I use it, it will pay off. So let's talk some nitty-gritty, and that is, at least to me, about keyboard speeds. To test input, I came up with a phrase. To call Mystic Access, please dial 716-543-3323. And when I type that on a standard computer keyboard, it takes me 15 seconds. And that seems like the no-brainer for use. But there are times where I want to run out the door and I don't necessarily want to take a large keyboard with me. And again, as I said, I have the whole problem sometimes of sitting somewhere where my feet don't touch and I'm trying to balance it. The next contender in my type-off, so to speak, was Braille screen input. And I really do like this. It's a viable option, but I find that some versions of iOS make Braille screen input kind of buggy, and so I can't really fully depend on it. When I typed this sentence using Braille screen input, it took me 29 seconds. Not too bad. I decided to take one for the team, as the saying goes, and type the same phrase on the iOS keyboard. I've been using this for years, and I have fairly decent muscle memory. Even so, it took me about 75 seconds to type the phrase. And now we come to tap. My experience has varied widely. I think it depends on how many brain cells are awake at the time and how much I've been using the tap keyboard that day. Sometimes it's taken me longer than 70 seconds. Sometimes it's taken me about 50. And really, when you're talking about a single sentence in a matter of 20 seconds, it's not that big a deal. But if you're typing something long, it could make a difference. I think I read somewhere that they're saying that you should be able to type about 40 words per minute with the tap keyboard. I don't really feel like my experience with typing on tap should be taken as gospel, because I'm still pretty new at it. I've had it for maybe 3 weeks, and for one of those I had the flu, and so I was learning key combinations, but I think it took longer for everything to stick during that time. So I do suspect that as I get more familiar with it, typing will be faster. So typing does take some work and some time, but if you are able or willing to invest, you might find large payoffs because of the small size and ease of use of this little wearable device. Again, for more information, you can visit their website at www.tapwithus.com.
I liked the song.
Yeah,
Cute.
the song is great. I love it. That just the first time I heard it, I was like, that's really funny. And the other one, I mean, some of them are kind of cute, and some of them are just like, well, maybe they were reaching here, but that one cracked me up.
In addition to comprehensive audio tutorials and training services, Mystic Access offers gently used assistive technology, electronics, and other products to bring greater convenience to your life. Chris and Kim pride themselves on treating their items with care and respect. All items are from smoke-free environments and are described as carefully and accurately as possible via their pages on the Mystic Access website. Items will be well packaged and shipped to you as soon as possible after your purchase, and tracking information will be provided to you via email. For information about our current gently used offerings, please visit the Gently Used Accessible Electronics category on our website at www.mysticaccess.com, where the magic is in learning.
The next thing that we wanted to talk about really quickly is our cord cutting class. And this is a class that Kim and I have spent a couple months researching and putting together.
We've had a lot of fun, though. It's very
Yes.
exciting.
This is a paid class. It is $39, and we will be presenting it at the end of April, April 24th, and then the next 2 weeks after that.
So it's 3 consecutive Tuesdays, April 24th, May 1st, and May 8th. So those are 3 consecutive Tuesday evenings where this class will be offered. We will be having a free class in April, so those of you who enjoy our free monthly classes, don't worry, it will be coming. We just haven't scheduled it on our calendars yet, so we can't tell you more information yet. But this is going to be a really fun series. We're really looking forward to it. Each week has a slightly different focus, but the whole class focuses on how you can cut the cord accessibly, watch your favorite shows, your favorite movies, and do it in a way that is easier, more convenient, more portable, and cheaper for you.
And we'll touch on different apps, different hardware devices, set-top boxes and things like that. Even some TVs, for example, you can play your Netflix or your Hulu and things like that right on the TV, as long as the TV does talk and the TV supports those apps. So it's really, really neat. I mean, if you would have told me 5 years ago that we could do this kind of stuff, would have been like, yeah, right. Okay.
Oh, yeah, exactly. It's going to be a lot of fun. We really would like to have a lot of people come and show up and enjoy this material because it is something unique that you don't hear a lot about in this community in terms of having it all together, as it were. So we're really looking forward to teaching it. And as Chris said, it's $39 for 3 weeks of content, and it's a steal. Pick it from those of us who have put this content together. That's a lot of information. We'd love to have you. If you want to call us to register, you can do so at 716-543-3323 and press 1. And if you would like to register online, you can do so. You can find the class online. If you want to register that way, it's in our teleclasses category, and you can get to it that way. It's also one of our featured products, I do believe, so you can find it that way on the shop page. So if you have trouble or need help, let us know. We'd be happy to help you place your order or what have you.
I've had the opportunity to look at the notes for this course, and I'm really blown away by the wealth of information. I am not in a situation right now where I am dealing with TV and cable or cutting the cord. I've done a tiny bit of this with standalone apps, but every oddball question that I've had, some while looking at the notes and some before that, Kim and Chris have been able to answer completely and knowledgeably, and importantly for me, because I'm a novice in this area, they can also use little words. So whether you're kind of beginner, intermediate, or advanced, I'm very convinced that you'll find information in this class that will be helpful to you. And of course, there will be recorded archives available for those who attend the class.
Yes, so if the time doesn't work for you, if you're across the world, whatever your situation is, if you know there are certain weeks you can't join us, register anyway. You will get the recordings. And also, if you currently don't watch a lot of TV, but you've heard about all these cool shows and you love to be watching them, this is a great class for you too. Because if you don't have cable or satellite currently, we can give you some tips as to how to get started watching shows cheaply, easily, and in a way that is enjoyable for you. So don't feel like you're left out of this either. This is definitely for you too. And we will link to the class in the show notes, of course.
And for our final demonstration, we have the continuation of our Mystic Access website tour that Kim recorded. It's part 2 because it was enormously long. It's
as usual with things I record. Sorry, guys.
The total runtime between the 2 parts is 1 hour and 10 minutes, I believe, somewhere around there.
Yeah, right in there.
And you can actually go get the entire presentation on our free downloads page. So not only will it be a 2-parter in this week's episode and last week's episode, but it is currently on our free downloads page.
Hi everyone, welcome to our humble home on the web. This is a tour of the MysticAccess.com website. If you kind of learn where some of this stuff lives on the website, you can very easily get to where you want to go. That's the home page. That's the only page that I'm going to show you in full. I'm just giving you an idea of how the site works, what is available to you, and how you can reach it. There are a couple of other pages that I do want to show you though. Let's go back to the top of the page.
List with 3 items visited, link, skip to primary navigation.
Let's click on this link, skip to primary navigation.
Out of list main.
And now I just press Control to silence speech. It takes me to the main navigation menu. And again, it will do this on every page. It'll take you to the same spot. And I can down arrow once.
Visited link shop.
And I can go to the shop page, which I'm going to do by pressing enter. This is one of many ways that you can find products on our website.
Loading document. Products document busy. List with 4 items, link, skip to primary navigation.
The page has loaded. Now, if I click on skip to content here.
Visited link, skip to content.
And I just arrowed down to do that and pressed enter. And with NVDA, skip to content for whatever reason with this version does not appear to
Out
be
of
reading.
list
Oh, there it
main
goes.
landmark, you are here. Visited link home slash.
And again, here's the breadcrumbs. You are here.
You are here. Visited link home /shop.
and I'm at the shop. Or I can click on home right there to take me back to the home page. But I'm on the shop page right now. Let's find out what we can do here.
Heading level 1 shop.
There's another heading. If you move to your first heading level 1, from any web page, you can really get to the most important content, or what the site designer thought was the most important content on a website. With NVDA and JAWS, you can use the number 1 on your number pad or your number row to get you there. So the numbers of headings, the levels of headings, are often very important.
Thanks for visiting our shop. We appreciate your interest in our offerings, and hope your shopping experience is both pleasant and productive. If you have any questions or decide you would prefer to order via phone, please visit link contact us using the info found here.
So that's the first text you will see after you see that heading level 1 for the shop page. There's a link that will take you to our contact us page. So if you want to order via phone, you'll find our phone number there. If you want to email us, if you have a specific question about one of the tutorials that we've produced, you can contact us, either all of us at once, or you can contact us individually on our contact us page if you would like as well. I'm going to read you more of this text because I want to show you that there are different ways that you can shop using this page.
From this page you'll be able to view our product categories and a paginated list of our products, just below the list of categories. To reach the list of individual products quickly with the screen reader, press the letter C and then arrow down.
So it tells you there's going to be a paginated list of products that you can view. It tells you how to get to that list, and it also tells you that you can shop by category on the shop page here. If you find a category of interest to you, you can click on it and you can shop that way.
List with 4 items bullet. Use the category links directly below this text to view a particular product category. Bullet. Use the first combo box below to sort products by popularity, newest, price, and more. Quickly reach the combo box with a screen reader by pressing the letter C. Press enter or tab away. After making your selection, the page will refresh.
So this really gives you some good instructions. Depending on how you want to shop on the shop page, you can use one of these list items to help you learn the best way to do that. So you can shop by category, you can sort by new, you can sort alphabetically, you can sort by popularity, and I'll show you the combo box to do that in a second.
Bullet. You may select how many products you wish to view per page by using the second combo box you'll find below. By default, you will see 12 products per page. Press enter or tab away after making your selection. The page will refresh. This combo box may not read in Chrome.
So it tells you about how you can select different numbers of products to view on the shop page. You can view 10 products, you can view 25, you can view all products. That will take a while for the page to reload if you decide you want to do that. But you can view different numbers of products. So if 12 is like, I'd rather view more than 12, there's a combo box that will allow you to do that. With these combo boxes, you can press enter, or you can tab away, and that should make your selection for you. The products combo box, where you choose the number of products that you want on each page, may not read in Chrome. It does move, but it does not read. So you can arrow around in the box and it will change your selection, but it isn't reading. So hopefully that will change at some point, but there is a warning in the text to tell you that right now Chrome doesn't behave well with that particular combo box. The other combo box should work fine.
Bullet. You may also use the search box near the top of the page to search the entire Mystic Access site for a product, podcast topic, or something else of interest.
And it reminds you that you've got the search box up at the top of the Mystic Access site, and you can search for a product or a podcast or anything else you like using the search box. So if you come to our site and you know you want our Apple TV tutorial, you can search for Apple TV and it will be one of the results that you find. You can find the tutorial that way using the search box.
Out of list heading level 2 product categories.
So here's a heading, and under here you have our different product categories.
List with 17 items visited link graphic accessible Bluetooth hardware and included audio tutorials.
And you can scroll by heading to view these different categories, or you can go through using graphic if you use that, and you can just move through these different categories.
Visited link heading level 2 accessible Bluetooth hardware and included audio tutorials, 7.
And it tells you there are 7 products in that category. If you want to view any of the categories here, you can just press enter and it will take you to a page to view. I want to show you how to get to the products. If I just press C,
Combo box collapsed, show sale items first.
there is your combo box, and it says show sale items first. You can press enter on this. If you have a problem making a selection, you can press Alt down arrow. That may help you as well. And then you can arrow through and make your selection. As I mentioned, you have popularity, so you can sort products by popularity, you can sort products alphabetically, etc. So you can look at the different ways to sort them. If I just arrow down from here,
Products 110 from 55.
I have my products
on page.
set to 10, and you can see that in this next combo box.
Combo box collapsed 10.
And you can open that the same way. If you have a problem opening it using enter, try Alt down arrow to open it. Make your selection using your arrow keys, just like with the box above, and then tab off or press enter. So right now I'm having 10 products shown per page. Then if you move down past these boxes,
List with 10 items visited link sale.
it says that this product is on sale because it's set to show sales first, at least the way it is right here. As I said, you can change that.
Visited link graphic Vario Ultra audio tutorial.
This is our Vario Ultra tutorial.
Visited link heading level 2 getting to know the Vario Ultra audio tutorial. Visited link $49.
It's $49.
Visited link $37.
It's on sale for $37.
Link quick buy.
You can quick buy it,
Link add getting to know the Vario Ultra audio tutorial to your cart.
or you can add it to your cart.
Link graphic Apple TV audio tutorial.
And then it takes you to the next product. If I scroll down to the last product on the page,
Link heading level 2 audio tutorial for the Igaku Bluetooth speaker. Link $15.
and I'm just arrowing down now,
Link quick buy. Link add audio tutorial for the Igaku Bluetooth speaker to your cart.
when it's sorted using the sale products, the items after that are shown in alphabetical order.
Out of list navigation landmark list with 7 items current page 1.
This is the pagination. So if you want to see the next list of products,
Visited link 2.
there's page 2,
Link 3.
3,
Link 4.
4,
Link 5.
5,
Link 6.
6,
Visited link right arrow.
and this says right arrow. That will take you to the next page of products. So consider that like a next link. And if you move down from there,
Out of list primary sidebar complementary landmark heading level 2 primary sidebar.
you are at the primary sidebar. I've paused the tutorial and moved back to
Visited link 2.
page 2. I want to show you what happens when you load the second page of products. So it's really nice. You can sort them however you want. You can have different
Loading document.
numbers of products on the page.
Products. Page 2 document busy. Main landmark list with 10 items link add audio tutorial.
And the page has loaded. I'm going to go to the top of the page just to make sure where I am.
Out of list list with 4 items link skip to primary navigation.
I'm going to press the number 1 to get me down to the shop heading.
Main landmark shop heading level 1.
And now I'm going to down arrow.
Showing 11 to 20 of 55 results. Combo box collapsed show sale items first.
There is your sorting combo box.
Products 1120 from 55. Products on page. Combo box collapsed 10.
And there's your product combo box where you can choose how many you want.
List with 10 items visited link graphic Shark Bluetooth headphones audio tutorial. Visited link heading level 2 audio tutorial for the Shark Aura Bluetooth 4.0 headphones with 18-hour battery. Visited link $15.
Notice what you don't see when you go to page 2. You don't see the text at the top, and you don't see the ability to shop using categories. When you move down product by product by product and you browse that way, and you use the pagination to go to page 2, page 3, etc., that text disappears. If you decide all of a sudden, maybe I should just shop by category, that's what I want to do instead, there are a couple ways you can do it. You can go to the top of the page, you can click on Skip to Primary Navigation at the very top of the page. That'll take you down to the home link. You can down arrow, that'll take you to the shop link, and then you can just click on it. And that will take you straight back to the shop page. You'll be able to browse by category. Or if you want to, you can heading down until you get to explore by products. You can browse by category that way if you wish, and it's a heading level 3 if that helps. So you can find the explore by products heading and then arrow down to the page that will allow you to browse products by category. Or if you're just on page 2, you can just back up. So you can hit your backspace or alt left arrow, move
Loading
back
document.
to page 1. If you haven't
Products
actually
document
gone
busy.
into any of the products,
That's what I just did. I just went backwards. I'm going to press the number 1.
Main landmark shop heading level 1.
Down arrow.
Thanks for visiting our shop. We appreciate your interest in our offerings and hope you're shopping.
There's the text, and if you press H,
Product categories heading level 2.
there's your categories, and if you arrow down,
List with 17 items visited. Link graphic accessible Bluetooth hardware and included audio tutorials.
there are your categories.
Visited link heading level 2 accessible Bluetooth hardware.
And again, you can browse through those using heading navigation as well. So H and Shift H will assist you in doing that. Again, to move down to the products or to move down to the sorting options,
Combo box collapsed. Show sale items first.
you can press the letter C, and that will take you there.
Primary sidebar complementary landmark heading level 2 primary sidebar.
This is the sidebar. That's a heading that tells you you've reached our sidebar. The sidebar on all the other pages besides the home page differs. So I'm just going to scroll down and show you what's here really quickly.
Heading level 3 join our news list.
There's Join Our News List. If I press H,
Explore products heading level 3.
there's Explore Products again. That's the same that we saw on the home page. So you can explore by categories, best sellers, all products on a page, or our newest products. And each of those have their own pages.
Cart heading level 3.
There is your shopping cart. So if you scroll down from here and you have stuff in your cart, you can see it.
No products in the cart.
Currently, I have no products in my cart, as it says when I arrow down.
Heading level 3 view some posts.
Here is View Some Posts. This is available from the sidebar on every page but the home page. It shows you random posts.
Check out some random podcast episodes and blog posts.
It tells you more about what this random posts thing is.
List with 5 items. Link Google Voice and a Beehive equals phone service. Link Web Drive, Star Wars Bop It and Echo tutorial launch.
If you click on any of these, you can view that post. In this case, it's showing some podcast episodes.
Link Uber demo. Link Mint 4200 automatic hard floor cleaner.
Wow, this is stuff from way before when I joined in Mystic Access.
Link Window Eyes gets mentioned on the Tech Guy show.
If we move down from here,
Out of list heading level 3. What is your favorite voice assistant?
there is our latest poll.
List with 5 items. Radio button not checked. Google Home /assistant.
And you can click these radio buttons to select, well, what is your favorite assistant?
Radio button not checked. Amazon Alexa.
These polls will change, so if you see something different when you visit, it's because we have a new one.
Radio button not checked. Siri. Radio button not checked. I don't use a voice assistant.
I don't use a voice assistant.
Radio button not checked. Cortana.
And Cortana.
Out of list button vote.
You can vote,
Visited link results.
or you can view results.
Heading level 2 footer.
And then we're back to our footer, which, as I said, remains the same on any page of the site, including the home page.
Heading level 3 join our news list.
Sure enough, there's Join Our News List. I'm going to go to the top of this page,
List with 4 items. Link skip to primary navigation.
and I want to show you one interesting thing. We have skipped to primary navigation, which from any page will take you to the menu.
Link skip to content.
We have skipped to content. If you click that from the shop page,
Out of list main landmark. You are here. Visited link home /shop. Heading level 1 shop.
you saw where it put me, and I'm able to just scroll down and see the shop. So it takes me to the shop content.
Thanks for visiting our shop. We appreciate your interest in our offerings and hope you're shopping.
And I'm just going to go back because I want to show you something different.
List with 4 items. Link skip to primary navigation. Visited link skip to content. Link skip to primary sidebar.
There is Skip to Primary Sidebar. On every page besides the home page, you'll have this link available as well, and you can skip straight down to the primary sidebar. So if you want to check out our latest poll, for instance, you can get to it more quickly by skipping to the sidebar. If I click this, let me show you where you go.
Primary sidebar complementary landmark. Heading level 2 primary sidebar. Heading level 3 join our news list.
It takes you down to the primary sidebar, and there is a way you can join our news list. So you can do that directly from the footer or the sidebar on all pages but the home page. And if you move by heading,
Explore products. Heading level 3.
there's Explore Products.
Cart heading level 3.
Cart. A quick way to go to your cart is to move to the primary sidebar and then press H a couple of times until you get to your cart.
View some posts. Heading level 3.
If you press H again, there's View Some Posts.
What is your favorite voice assistant? Heading level 3.
If you see a question like that, you'll know that you're at our poll, our latest poll.
Footer heading level 2.
And then if you press H again, it takes you down to the footer. So that is how the sidebars work on Mystic Access. Let's go back up because I want to show you.
Primary view some posts head, cart heading, explore products heading level 3.
Explore products. Let's look at one of these pages.
Visited link all products on a single page. Link best sellers, link newest products.
Let's go here. Let's go to the newest products page.
Visited. Loading document.
So the page has loaded. If I move down using the skip to content link, I end up here.
Out of list main landmark you are here. Visited link home.
There's the home breadcrumb.
/ newest products.
And this tells us we're on the newest products page. You can also read your title bar.
Newest products Mozilla Firefox.
That'll tell you the same information. Let me arrow down.
Heading level 1 newest products.
And another way, remember, to get to the main information that you need on any of the web pages is to just press the number 1. And that will take you to the first heading level, the heading level 1, which is the most important info on the page.
On this page you can view our 12 newest products. To view more of our offerings,
so
please
this
visit.
tells you what you can do on this page, and it gives you some other options as well. To view more of our offerings, you can visit
our visited link shop page or
our shop page, or
visited link view all of our products on a single page at this link.
You can click on that link to view all products on a page.
List with 12 items link graphic placeholder.
There is where an image would be.
Link heading level 2 Igaku Bluetooth speaker with included audio tutorial.
And this begins to show our newest products. You can move through by heading. If you click on the heading, it will take you to the product in question, or you can click on the image and that will take you to the same place.
Link $47.
This Igoku speaker is $47.
Link quick buy.
You can quick buy it.
Link add Igaku Bluetooth speaker with included audio tutorial to your cart.
Or you can add it to your cart.
Link graphic placeholder.
There's where another image would be.
Link heading level 2 audio tutorial for the Igaku Bluetooth speaker.
So this is just the tutorial for the speaker that we saw above.
Link $15.
It's $15.
Link quick buy. Link add audio tutorial for the Igaku Bluetooth speaker to your cart.
What if I wanted to add this to my cart? Let me show you what happens if I press enter here. I'm just scrolling through the info and I think, well, I don't even need to read more about this. I want it. Say you've already heard about something that we offer and you know you want it, then you can add it to your cart. Now, when you do this and you're outside of the product, you're in one of these lists of products, and you add to your cart, if you click on that add to cart button and then you arrow down,
visited link view cart,
there is a view cart link. It just magically appears. So if you have added to your cart and you arrow down, you should see that view cart link. So you'll know that your item that you wanted to add was successfully added. So if you wanted to, you can click on this view cart link to view your cart. This is one of the ways you can shop. You can shop by viewing the most recent products or the newest products that we offer. So remember, you can view newest products, best sellers, all products on a single page, by product category, so categories of products that we offer like Apple, Amazon, Google, etc. Or you can go to the shop page, you can do a search, or you can just move down through the products on the shop page. All the products are listed there and paginated, and you'll be able to move down and view all of them. You'll just have to click on different pages to see all of the products that we offer. If you don't want to move by pages, you can go to view all products on a single page from the Explore Products heading, and you don't have to move page by page by page. So if you just want to explore everything, that's another way you can do it. Couple other things that I want to show you. I'm going to go back up to the top of the website.
Out of list with 4 items link skip to primary navigation.
Here are our skippable links that we've seen before. Rather than clicking on any of these, I'm just going to arrow down.
Visited link skip to content. Link skip to primary sidebar. Link skip to footer. Out of list heading level 3 where the magic is in learning. Visited link my account.
There is my account, and right under that
visited link view cart
is view cart. That is another quick way to get to your view cart link. You can go to the top of the page, arrow down about 5 times, and you'll be at view cart. So that's a way you can get there. We're going to go into the cart, and I'm going to show it to you. But first, I want to take you to My Account. If you are a customer and you want to log in, or you want to change information that you have with us, a shipping address, a billing address, payment info, etc., you can go into your account. That's where you need to go to change information.
Visited link My Account.
I'm going to press enter on this link, and notice that that and the view cart are right up near the top of the page, so they're easy to find. And you can find those on any
My
page of the
Account
website.
document busy. List with 4 items. Link skip to primary navigation.
Now, the My Account page has loaded, and
Link skip to content.
if I click on skip to content, you end up here.
Out of list main landmark. You are here. Visited link home. / visited link shop. / My Account.
And notice those breadcrumbs. You can go to home, you can go to shop, and then there's My Account, which you're already at. If we scroll down from here,
Heading level 1 My Account. Link. Blank. Kim Loftus.
I am already logged in. If you are not, you will need to log in on this page, and that information will be very easy to get to.
Link logout.
There is a logout link, because I'm already logged in.
List with 9 items. Visited link dashboard.
These are all the things you can do in your account. You're actually at your account dashboard, so this is kind of like the home link. It can just get you back there if you click on any of these other links.
Visited link My Downloads.
Here is My Downloads. If you have ordered from us and you have ordered digital products, you go to My Downloads to download them, and then you will click on the respective file that you want to download. If it is a big tutorial, it will say something.zip, for instance, and you will click on that and you will download it.
Link My Orders.
This is My Orders. If you want to view your order history, this is where you would go.
Visited link Edit Account.
You can edit your account here, your name, your email, information like that.
Link Edit Address.
You can edit addresses in here.
Visited link Payment Methods.
Here's where you would look at your payment methods.
Link My Wish List.
There is your wish list. We're going to look at a product in a second, and when we do, I'm going to show you. You can actually add products to a wish list. So if you can't get it right now for whatever reason, but you know you want it, if you have an account with us and you are logged in when you are viewing our website, you can add a product to your wish list or multiple products to your wish list. This is where you would go to see that wish list.
Link My Subscription.
Here's My Subscription.
Link Gift Cards.
There's gift cards.
Out of list Hello Kim Loftus. Not Kim Loftus.
And then here's a link that says hello, and it'll give you your name. And if it's not you,
Link Logout.
there's another logout link.
From your account dashboard you can view your link recent orders, manage your link shipping and billing addresses, and visited link edit your password and account details.
So that gives you more information about some of those links up above and how you can utilize them. And that is your account page. That's the information that you can view and manage via your account page. I'm going to move down to the Explore Products heading.
Primary sidebar complementary landmark. Join our news list heading level 3. Explore Products heading level 3.
And from where I was, I just pressed the number 3 twice because I knew I was looking for a heading level 3 heading, which was the Explore Products heading. And I want to
Visited link all products on a single page. Visited link bestsellers.
just go to bestsellers, because what we want to do is we want to view a product. So I'm just using this page as an example. Also remember, you can utilize the search box at the
Loading
top of the
document.
page. The one where you can search for anything and everything. And you can search for a product using that as well. And then you can move heading by heading by heading to move easily through search results. Heading navigation is a really easy peasy way to move through our website and find relevant information. So H and Shift H are your friends. If the information that I'm giving you about moving through headings and using H and Shift H, if that is new to you or if it's confusing to you, I highly recommend our Stress Less Browse Happy Internet Navigation tutorial. That may be very helpful to you. And I don't recommend it because I created it. I recommend it because it's full of really helpful information to assist you in browsing the internet effectively, efficiently, and while having a good time doing it and not being so stressed out and thinking, gosh, am I missing something? I'm frustrated, I'm annoyed, I can't find something. There are lots of tips and tricks to help you to navigate efficiently. So the page loaded while we were having this little conversation. I'm just going to press H
Where the magic is in learning heading level 3.
And I'm at the top of the web page, so I'm just going to press the number 1.
Main landmark bestsellers heading level 1.
Here's bestsellers. If I want to go to the first bestseller, there is text on this page, but if I don't want to necessarily read about the bestsellers and how you can browse them, etc., I can just press H.
List with 12 items audio tutorial for Alexa, the Amazon Echo, Tap, and Dot, created by Mystic Access heading level 2 visited link.
There is our best-selling tutorial.
Visited link $39.
You can see that it's $39. I'm going to arrow back up.
Visited link heading level 2 audio tutorial.
And I'm going to just press enter on this. Let's say I want to view more information.
Loading document. Audio tutorial for Alexa, the Amazon Echo, Tap.
And I just pressed Control to silence speech. And just to make sure we know where we are, I'm going to go to the top of the page.
Link skip to primary navigation.
Arrow down.
Link skip to content.
And press enter on skip to content. This should take us down to that main heading level 1 that gives us more information about the product. And I'm going to arrow down.
Out of list visited link home, / link Amazon products audio tutorials.
So here's the breadcrumbs. You have home. You can go straight back to the Amazon products audio tutorials if you wish.
/ audio tutorial for Alexa.
And I'm just pressing Control to stop that speech. And let's arrow down.
Link graphic Amazon Echo audio tutorial.
There's the image.
Heading level 1 audio tutorial for Alexa, the Amazon Echo, Tap, and Dot, created by Mystic Access. $39.
There's the price.
Want to be able to get the most from your Amazon virtual assistant? Whether you own an Echo, a Tap or a Dot, or are still on the fence about the Alexa products, our 6.5-hour audio tutorial can show you many of the ways you can use Alexa to help you be more productive, learn more about the world around you, and have more fun.
This is a little short product description.
Heading level 3 not comfortable downloading online? We can optionally include an SD card, already loaded with your heading level 3 product and hours of additional content, including free full-length tutorials and other Mystic heading level 3 access product samples.
This little blurb of text tells you about how you can add an SD card to your order if you aren't comfortable downloading.
Your digital products will be preloaded on the card, so all you'll need to do is put it in your computer or player of choice and enjoy all of the content. The cost for the SD card is $15.
It tells you how much it costs.
Checkbox not checked. Yes, please add the SD card. $15.
This is a checkbox, so if you want an SD card with your Alexa tutorial on it, you can just check this checkbox.
Button quick buy.
There is your quick buy button, the same one we see when we're going through the lists of products. This allows you to buy the product more quickly if it's the only thing you know you want right now.
Quantity.
Here is a quantity field.
Spin button.
And it is set to 1 by default.
Button add to cart.
And you can add it to your cart from right here. We're going to do that, but first I want to arrow down just a bit more.
Link add to wish list.
There is the add to wish list button. So if you don't want this right now, but you're thinking, I might want this next week or next month, you can add it to your wish list and view that wish list from your account page if you're already a customer.
SKU, MA 1038 category.
There's our SKU.
Link Amazon products audio tutorials tags.
And it is in the Amazon tutorials category.
Link Alexa for the blind.
These are tags. These are product tags. You really don't need to worry about these.
Link Amazon Alexa. Link Amazon Alexa accessibility. Link Amazon Dot accessibility. Link Amazon Tap accessibility. Link Facebook.
And then these are where you can share. So if you move down past these tags, you'll see links for Facebook.
Link Twitter. Link Google+. Link Pinterest. Link email. Link LinkedIn. Link print friendly.
This is a print-friendly link, so you can email a link about our tutorial to your friends. You can share about it on Facebook, on Twitter, etc. And you can do that with all of our products.
Link share.
There is a share link, so it gives you more ways to share.
Tab link description.
And this is a description, so you're automatically on the description, but there are other things you can look at.
Tab link reviews.
You can see any reviews. This product has 3 reviews.
Tab link questions and answers.
Questions and answers. You can see any questions that customers have asked about the tutorial.
Tab link contact us.
And you can also contact us about this product directly from the page. And you can open any of these tabs by just pressing enter on them. And then the content will change down below them.
Heading Level 2 Description.
Here is the description. So there was a description tab. That's where you are by default. And then you get to see the full description of the product. The one we saw up above was just a little bitty summary. This is the full description. We aren't going to read this all right now. I just want to take you down and show you what's underneath. I know this description has a lot of heading navigation in it.
Introducing the Amazon Echo audio tutorial by Mystic Access. Heading Level 1. Passionate instruction from a blindness perspective. Heading Level 2. Encouragement to keep you engaged. Heading Level 2. Please click on the player below to listen to a sample of the Alexa audio tutorial. Heading Level 3.
This I do want to show you. You can listen to a product sample on every page. You'll just have to look for a heading like that one that says, please click on the player below to hear a sample. Let me show you the player.
Heading Level 4 Media Player.
This is our media player.
Audio Player Region. Button Play.
There's a play button.
Button Restart.
There's a restart button.
Button Rewind.
Rewind.
Button Forward.
Forward.
Audio Timeline Slider 0 seconds.
We haven't played any of this yet, so 0 seconds are elapsed.
Button Volume.
There's a volume button.
Button Slower.
You can slow down the speed.
Button Faster.
Or make it faster.
Button Preferences.
And there is preferences.
Midnight/12:30.
What that actually means is we've heard 0 seconds of 12 minutes and 30 seconds. So with this one, you get to hear the entire introduction.
Stopped.
The player has been stopped.
Heading Level 2 You may also like.
And then you have a heading that says you may also like. We're going to get to that in a minute. I'm going to go back up to the player and just show you that you can hit play.
Media Player. Heading Level 4. Audio Player Region. Play button.
Welcome to
Pause.
Mystic Access.
And the play button turns
Play.
into a pause button. And you can listen. You can listen to the sample of the tutorial that's available.
The following program is a presentation of Mystic Access, where the magic is in learning.
And I just paused it. But you can listen to a sample. You can move forward.
Button
in the
Restart.
Sample.
Button Rewind.
I'm just going to
Contact
go
us.
Button
Please
forward.
visit
Forward.
www. Former Amazon Echo skeptic. I thought this is going to be a
1 minute
seriously
35
overpriced
seconds.
streaming. So let's have a brief discussion now that you have done that about what
4
is
minutes,
the Amazon
9
Echo,
seconds.
why would you want it?
So I
and
just went
let's
forward a
talk
bit
some about the
by pressing the
accessibility of it
forward
as well.
button.
Now, before we dive in and have this little
Rewind
Alexa
button.
discussion, I want you to know
Restart
that
button.
Alexa
Pause
is
button.
one of a suite of 3 sister products.
And I just paused
Rewind button.
the tutorial
Paused.
or the sample.
Play button.
And I did that by pressing Shift B until I got to the play pause button. You can really use this player to enjoy a lot of accessibility. This is a great little player. It's a new addition to the website. We're very excited about it. All of our samples and any of our streaming downloads on the free downloads page use this player. It is not the player that's used for our podcast, but it's used for everything else that you can play and stream via the website. Now, let's move back down by heading. So I'm going to press H.
You may also like. Heading Level 2.
This is a heading that will show you beneath it various products that we think you might like if you like the Echo tutorial. For instance, under here, one of the things we have is
List with 1 items link graphic VIP 90-day training program.
our VIP 90-day training program. This is kind of our VIP treatment. If you want a lot of training from us, you can get a deal on it by getting this particular product. If I keep moving down by heading,
VIP 90-day program. Heading Level 2 link. Primary sidebar complementary landmark primary sidebar. Heading Level 2.
I get to the sidebar, and of course under here is
Join our news list. Heading Level 3.
the Join Our News List heading, and you could subscribe to our newsletter from here. What I want to do now, though, is go back to the top of the page.
List with 4 items visited link. Skip to primary navigation.
I'm going to press B a few times because I know I'm looking for the Add to Cart button. It's a button.
Banner landmark search button.
There's a search form that's at the top of every page.
Main landmark quick buy button.
There's the quick buy button for the Alexa product.
Add to cart button.
And there's the Add to Cart button. I'm in the product, as you know, and I'm pressing the Add to Cart button by pressing Enter on it.
Loading document. Audio tutorial for Alexa. The Amazon Echo, tap, and dot. Created by Mist.
And I just pressed Enter to stop that speech. Notice that when you add something to your cart from within a product, the behavior is a little different. The page will actually refresh.
Stopped.
And it said stopped. It knows there's a player on this page. I added to cart. So you want to make sure that you've added to your cart. So the quick way to get to the View Cart link is You can either do it from the sidebar, so you can go up to the top of the page.
List with 4 items. Visited link skip to primary navigation. Visited link skip to content. Link skip to primary sidebar.
You can go to the primary sidebar from this product page, and then you can move down to add to cart from there by just arrowing down just a few times or pressing H a few times. Or you can keep moving down from here at the top of the page.
Link skip to footer. Out of list heading level 3 where the magic is in learning. Visited link my account. Visited link view cart.
And there is the view cart link as well. That, I feel, is probably the fastest way to get there. So let's view the cart.
Loading document. Cart document busy. List with 4 items. Link skip to primary.
And the page is loaded. I just pressed Control to silence speech. We want to view the cart. The way I'm going to get there this time is just to press the number 1.
Main landmark cart heading level 1.
That takes you to the heading level 1 where the cart lives. And I'm going to arrow down. Let's see what's in my cart.
Have a gift card.
This is a little message that you get. Do you have a gift card?
Link click here to enter your code.
You can click right there to enter your code for your gift card.
Table with 5 rows and 6 columns.
Here is the cart.
Blank. Product. Price. Quantity.
It's a table.
Total. Link remove this item.
There's a remove.
Visited link graphics and Sendero Maps audio tutorial.
And there's the Sendero Maps audio tutorial. That's in my cart.
Visited link audio tutorial for Sendero Maps, more than a map manager. Link save for later.
You can save it for later. If you know you don't want it right this second, you can save it for later. You may have seen this on the Amazon site. Do they have a save for later?
$24.97.
There's the price.
Quantity. Spin button.
There's 1. NVA isn't telling us that there's 1 in your cart, but there is.
$24.97.
And then there's the price again. So if you do have 2, that would have said 49 something.
Link remove this item.
Here is remove this item for the next item.
Link graphic placeholder. Link audio tutorial for the Igaku Bluetooth speaker.
And you saw me add that to the cart.
Link save for later.
You can save it for later. Let's move down to the next item in the cart. I'm just going to go down to the next one, and I have a quick way of doing that by pressing G with NVDA.
Amazon Echo audio tutorial graphic visited link.
That takes me to the image for the Alexa tutorial.
Visited link audio tutorial for Alexa, the Amazon Echo, Tap, and Dot, created by Mystic Access.
And if I arrow down,
link save for later.
Save for later.
$39.
It's $39.
Quantity. Spin button.
There's the quantity field.
$39. Coupon code edit has autocomplete.
If you have a coupon code with us, you can enter it right there.
Button apply coupon.
And there's your apply coupon button, so you would want to do that.
Button unavailable update cart.
There is an update cart button. It's unavailable because I haven't done anything, so I can't update quantity or anything like that.
Out of table heading level 2 cart totals.
Here is cart totals.
Table with 2 rows and 2 columns subtotal.
Subtotal.
$78.97. Total. $78.97. Out of table link proceed to checkout.
And there is a proceed to checkout link.
Button empty cart.
Or an empty cart button.
Heading level 3 saved for later.
This
0
is your
products.
Saved for later list. So if you have anything saved for later, this is where it would be. In my case, it said 0 products.
No products in save list.
And it says no products in save list. There's so much more I could show you about the website, but that gives you a really good idea of ways you can move. You can shop in a number of different ways. One of the things that is helpful to remember about mysticaccess.com is that there are many different ways to do something. You can choose the ways that work best for you. I hope you have found this tour helpful and useful. If you have, I hope that it makes your shopping experience much more fun and pleasurable. I want to thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it, and I wish you happy website browsing.
One more final announcement before we say goodbye, and that is for those users of the Victor Reader stream. We know that we've sent out announcements and that, but we just want to remind you that if you know people that have listened to our podcast on the second generation Victor Reader stream and they're wondering where we've been for the past couple of months, we have been putting out our podcasts, but the current stream firmware version 4.86 does not allow you to get our current episodes. There are two ways that you can rectify it. One of them is a Band-Aid solution because we don't know how long it's going to actually work. Humanware has a pre-release software version of the stream that they can give to you if you have this issue. So let's say that you're trying to subscribe to our podcast or another podcast and you're getting a service error. That's because of this issue. It just happens to be that podcasts, the feed is over a secure channel and the stream for whatever reason stopped supporting that. It's nothing that we did. We didn't change a thing since May of 2017 when we did our switch over, our big migration. Just to let you know that Humanware can provide you with a pre-release version. If you don't want to do that, you're afraid of putting beta software on your Victor Reader stream, and there are people that do that. If you unsubscribe from our podcast and go to the Humanware suggested feeds, you can subscribe to that. I think we are currently 19 in that list. So if you move over to 19, hit subscribe. That should allow you to subscribe, and it should allow you to get the new podcasts. But again, this is a Band-Aid solution. We don't know how long this will actually work. It may not work for every podcast that's in the Humanware suggested feeds that also has our issue.
There is a news article on our news page. We'll link to it in the show notes. I'm going to update that with these instructions because they were in our most recent newsletter as well as our most recent teleclass announcement. So if you're on either of those lists, you received these instructions already. If not, though, I am going to update this by the time you guys receive this episode on the news page, and you will have those instructions there as well. But really, the people who are being most adversely affected by this are the people who aren't accessing the internet, who have no idea that the podcasts have been released, who really have no way of figuring this stuff out if they're not online or visiting our classes. So please, if you know some of those people, give them a call. Go talk to them. Let them know that this is in fact an issue and this is how they can rectify it, because we have a whole lot of stream subscribers who are not getting our podcasts. So please, if you can help us at all, we would be tremendously grateful to get these people back, because we know they're missing our podcast and we're certainly missing them.
Absolutely. Thank you, everybody, for listening to this podcast. As usual, we appreciate you as a listener to the Mystic Access podcast and being a member of the Mystic Access growing community of customers and listeners and what have you. So thank you, everybody.
And we will be back in April.
Yes.
Yes.
Bye.
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 The preceding podcast is a presentation of Mystic Access, where the magic is in learning. To contact us, please visit www.mysticaccess.com. Call us 716-543-3323 and press 2 to reach our Mystic Access podcast comment line. Email us at show@mysticaccesspodcast.com and follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/mysticaccess. Would you like to spread the word about our podcasts? Please tell your friends and colleagues to visit us at www.mysticaccesspodcast.com. If you enjoy what you hear on our podcasts, feel free to leave us an iTunes rating and review. We certainly appreciate those. Also, you may feel free to use our podcasts in your own RSS feed. Just be sure that all of our contact information is left intact. Thanks for spreading the word, and thanks for listening. We hope that you have enjoyed this episode.